Meantime, this past weekend was the worst weekend yet for air traffic control staffing since the government shutdown began. An analysis of FAA plans shows 146 staffing triggers from Friday through Sunday. That is the most so far. That means controllers had to reroute planes or delay flights to keep skies safe. The FAA has also banned most private aircraft from a dozen major airports, with exceptions only for military and emergency flights. More than 2,100 flights were canceled across the U.S., and over 7,500 were delayed by this evening. So let's go now to Fox 12's Leslie Dominique. She's live at PDX after speaking with travelers about how today has been going for them. Leslie.
Well, yes, Riel, this evening at PDX, TSA lines were short, and most travelers, they seem to be in good spirits. But for every traveler who had an on-time departure or arrival, another had a difficult day. I'm going to give you a look at the scene behind me. You can see it's pretty slow here at the airport. That's how it is usually this time on a Monday. But two travelers I spoke with had to reschedule flights for today, and another finally made it to their destination after a weekend of back-to-back delays. Arriving,
there's been a lot of stress,
and departing from PDX.
Even though it's annoying, it's important to have grace with it.
Flyers are trying to reason with historic flight cancellations during the record-long government shutdown. Monday, more than 2,000 flights canceled nationwide. At least 19 cancellations at PDX alone, with more than 40 delays for arrivals and departures. Traveling with her 9-year-old son, Caleb, Stephanie Hiromura says she almost missed that her flight back to Portland had been canceled.
On Saturday, I wasn't even told by Alaska. I just happened to look in my phone for something else, and it said it was canceled. And it said something about they were working on it.
So she took matters into her own hands. After hours of trying to rebook and running into full flights, she found a way back. 2 flights with a layover in LA. Now she's just happy to be home. And happy to be away from home. Finally, in New York City, after a weekend of bad travel luck, is Tim Baytog. He and his partner were set to fly from PDX to Newark Saturday morning, but that flight was delayed an hour, then 4, then 8, before eventually being canceled. The airline rebooked them for Monday, but they already had a hotel reserved for that night.
We're staying in this hotel where I am now, which is not inexpensive, and I had already, made the reservations, and I was already going to lose the first night the deposit because we weren't going to be here.
They then booked a United flight through San Francisco to JFK, but that also was delayed. By last-minute luck, they managed to find a direct flight from PDX to Newark, arriving early Sunday morning. Tim says if you're traveling amid the chaos, find some quiet in the airport. For him and his partner, it made all the difference.
My partner does not like flying and does not like airports, and he was pretty much having a meltdown during this. We did find the quiet room at PDX, which was very helpful because we were both just getting really overwhelmed. We were at the airport for 15 hours.
And even with a deal to end the government shutdown in the works, experts say that travelers shouldn't expect those flight cuts to disappear overnight. They say it'll take some time for airports to recover from staffing shortages and for airlines to fix those flight schedules. For now, reporting at PDX, Leslie Dominique, Fox 12 Oregon.